Ali, good afternoon, everybody. It's Rolinda Jonathan for OTV News. I'm here with Mr. Phillipe McCracken. He's from the IT Power Company in Australia. He's based out of Australia, but he used to live in Palau. So he's here doing a study on renewable energy. So I just wanted to ask him for more information about that. How many companies so far? What kind of companies were you studying while in Palau for the last week or so?
Well, we're looking at the private sector in Palau and focusing on industry. And of course, one of the big drivers in the Palauan economy is tourism. So I was focusing mostly on tourism-related activities, so hotels and dive shops.
Well, did you see by any chance all the industries or companies that you visited that they were already practicing some sort of renewable energy or energy efficiency?
Oh, you bet. The price of electricity is quite high now, and so is the price of gasoline. So people are already taking steps to reduce their consumption. So the dive shops have all switched over to 4-stroke engines instead of 2-stroke. They're turning off their lights, they're turning off their air conditioners at night. They're looking really hard into energy efficient appliances. Some hotels are installing solar water heaters, which is a step in the right direction. It reduces their water heating bills. So yeah, people are already taking steps to reduce their consumption, and it's good to see.
Yeah, that is very good to see. How many countries are you doing the study, and what is really the purpose of the study? So is it a project through the Palau Energy Office, or is it something much more higher outside of Palau in just the Pacific region?
So the project is funded by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, and it's being implemented through the Secretariat for the Pacific Community, so SPC. And we're looking at Palau, Tonga, Vanuatu, and Samoa. So 4 countries, and we're trying to get to some case studies in each of these countries for private sector renewable energy and energy efficiency.
So with the study, what are you going to do with the study after leaving Palau, Tonga, and other places?
So once the studies are done, they'll be submitted to Unido for consideration, and the intent is that they'll fund possibly one of these projects. The idea, though, is that it's a sort of a knowledge-sharing experiment, so that whatever we find in one country that's done well, we can maybe replicate in another country that hasn't done these measures. Or we can study, for example, a hotel here, and then pass that case study on to hotels in Tonga, Vanuatu, Samoa, and then they can say, oh, that sounds like a good idea, we'll go ahead with that.
You sort of like help each other out.
Exactly.
So after Palau, this is the first country of your stop for this study. Yeah. So after Palau, where are you going after?
I'm heading over to Tonga next week.
And then back?
And then back to Australia. And I've got a colleague who's doing Vanuatu and Samoa.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. McCracken. And this is Rolinda Jonathan once again for OTV News.